Let's go to part 2, indeed, of our gripping series, Mother Too Soon. Now, tonight we take you to Migori County, where a section of parents are demanding that their daughters who are still in school be put on long-term contraceptives. Here is KTN's Ann Soy Mwendia.
The small town of Rongo is in South Nyanza. Located about half an hour drive from town is Angogo Primary School. The school is unique in many ways. So political have the parents here been that they have time and again held demonstrations to agitate for change in the school.
Juzi hiyo mara ya tatu, sasa kama iko miaka mbili karibu ifike, ni kweli tulifanya magomo ya kuregia masomo.
Odero denies that in one of the demonstrations, parents wanted the primary school to offer contraception to the female pupils here, the tip-off that informed our decision to visit Angogo.
Tulifanya tu mambo ya kuongea, yani tunasikilizana na wazazi na komiti na walimu wote wakikuja hapa tunaongea tu.
Odero, however, escorts us to the home of one of the girls in Standard 8, who is also a mother. With permission from her father, Justine Adhiambo invites us to her home. Justine is now 18. She got her daughter Cindy Melvin when she was 15 and in Standard 5. We ask her if she has received any advice on contraception.
Kuna madam moja ndiye aliniambia hivi eti niende hospitali nidungwe sindano. Na bado sijawahi enda.
She, however, says she would use contraception if someone offered to give her the 50 shillings she needs to get it. She also knows at least 5 girls in Standard 7 and 8 in her school who use the 3-month injection, Depo-Provera.
Kuna wasichana wengi ambao kama wameshashika mimba wametoa na ndio wanaenda kwa hospitali. Sasa sikudunga sindano ya hiyo ya kufanya nini.
Contrary to the PTA chairman's statement, Justine confirms that parents actually held a demo to press the school to offer contraception to girls in upper primary. One pupil who has since benefited is her neighbor. She is away at the market, but her mother, Jennifer Adhiambo, is home. Adhiambo tells us she advised her primary school daughter to go for contraception and actually took her to the clinic for the first visit. It is a position she would advise any parent to take. Here in Angogo village, Migori County, these parents have accepted contraception as a way of preventing early pregnancy. Now that acceptance is key for any intervention to work in any community. But it does not answer the question of HIV. According to the Kenya Demographic and Health Survey of 2008-2009, girls who have had their first sexual encounter before the age of 16 are twice as likely to contract HIV in their lifetime as those who wait until they are above 16 to engage in sex. It is an irony, on one hand acknowledging that a child is sexually active and taking steps to prevent pregnancy, and on the other hand offering counseling to avoid sexual activity and therefore prevent HIV. But this just underscores the tough decisions parents and even teachers in this case have to make to deal with the 2 major challenges in the lives of their teenagers. Gynecologists are quick to warn about other dangers girls on contraception are exposed to.
The kind of youth we have now are very enlightened compared to the parents. They have the internet, I think, up to their phones. They can go and see anything. So they are going to be ahead of the parents. And when they start arguing with the parents, unless the parent is a bit empowered also, they will kind of take over. So I think we can't quite blame the parents completely, but you can see the dilemma some of them are in. They feel, okay, rather than have a baby brought to this house, let me leave this girl, let her take the pill as the option. But you don't seem to know what danger you're subjecting this young girl to.
If they're not getting pregnant, then they're likely to have HIV or other STIs, and these STIs can later block even the tubes, so that one can never even be able to conceive in future. Then HIV, is no cure. And then even starting sex at an early age itself is a risk for cancer of the cervix, which is a leading death among women in this country today.
The Kenya Demographic and Health Survey of 2008-2009 shows that 1 in 9 girls aged between 14 and 19 had their first sex by 15. In terms of contraceptive use, the report shows that almost half, 4 out of every 9 of sexually active 15 to 19-year-olds have used some kind of modern contraception method at least once. 2 out of every 9 sexually active teenagers are currently using modern contraception methods. The early sexual debut is something that worries gynecologists. An adolescent is twice as likely to lose her child than a woman in her 20s, according to WHO estimates. So, to prevent pregnancy and the risk of sexually transmitted diseases,
West die. Abstain. Abstain. You won't die.
If at all they cannot abstain and they must have sex, then the thing they must do is actually to use a condom. Because we know if they use a condom, then they're likely to be protected from pregnancy, from HIV, from STI, and even reduce the chances of getting cancer of the cervix later.
The challenge, however, is that 1 in every 5 girls say their first sexual encounter was forced. The last option, according to Dr. Ongech, is to make regular contraception easily available.
Younger people are also using this P2, emergency contraceptive pill, which is abused all over, and they take it like it was meant for emergency, but take it like a regular pill. So at the end of the day, it doesn't work, or you end up with ectopic pregnancy.
With a strong cultural and religious background, for many parents, the decision to start an adolescent on contraception is tough, more so if these adolescents are in primary school, as in the case of Angogo. But just what else can parents, teachers, and other concerned adults do? Join me, Anso Mwendia, in the third part of this series as we visit Murang'a County, where a gynecologist has set up a home for pregnant teenagers.